Okay, hi, hello everyone. Am I audible? Can anyone confirm me?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, yeah. So just wait for some time, let others join, and then after that we'll start. Okay. So just hold on for 5 more minutes.
Yes, sure.
Okay, I think we can start now. Okay. So I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah, I hope you're able to see my screen. So I'll just give you a brief intro about our company first of all. Okay, and then later on I'll discuss about the course part. Okay. So all your queries and doubts, I'll be dealing at the last. Okay. So we'll go according to that. Okay. So basically, first of all, we'll talk about Pharma Connections. Okay. So Pharma Connections was established, okay, in 2019, and our objective was to uh, bring what exactly is happening into industry to the academics. So someone who is doing the academics and someone in terms of any life science graduate or any life sciences student who is learning, and basically they wanted to excel their career into pharmaceuticals. Okay. So in context to that, when you go and apply for job as a fresher, okay, so industry is having different expectations. Okay. And you will be having a different expectations. So basically, when industries you go for interviews and all, and then finally you find out that the manager who is going to ask you some questions, or the hiring partner is going to ask you some questions, you will be feeling helpless over there. The reason behind that is something which is happening in industry you don't know. Okay, or maybe you are already in the industry but you are not upskilling yourself. So this was the reason why we built this company. Okay, the company was established in 2019, and formal execution on all the documentation part we did it in 2023. Okay, this is our company registration number, and this is the current address of the company in case if anyone is in Bangalore and they wanted to visit. So you can visit and meet me. Okay, this is our old mail ID. Now it has changed to, you might have seen, like you've got the mail from admin@pharmaconnections.in. So we have domain related mail ID. Okay. And this is our official phone number, which is also available in WhatsApp. So this is only point of contact for you. Okay. This is our website and you can follow us on this. Okay. And we are the only company who is providing training, and we are certified on 3 different standards. So if you can go to our website, okay, you can just have a look. So in entire India, you'll not be finding any training related company on these 3 standards. So they might be having this 9001, but they'll not be having 21001. So you can just read more about 21001 and also 14001. So as we are running everything paperless, so that's why we are falling under the standards. Okay. So you can just have a look, you can verify these certificates also. And along with that, we are also part of Skill India. We are also registered under MSME. And parallelly, we are trying for an international accreditations, that is ASQ. You might have heard about this name. so American Society of Quality. So we are in touch with them, and the process is already going on. Probably it will take some another 3 4 months because they have a very long audit process to verify everything, and then they give the licensing. So we'll be getting this licensings probably by April or May. So that is one thing. I mean, in context to the accreditations part, okay. And along with that, so this is about us. That what exactly we did when we built. Okay, so it was founded on 14th Feb 2019, and why you can choose us because we are very different. I'll let you know how exactly we are different in the industry from other institutes. Okay. And at present, we are offering this many courses. So this is a common course which is going to be applicable to everyone. In case if you'll be choosing any courses, introduction and overview to life science industry is going to be common. Okay. So it is like, I mean, we are not charging for this course, but when it comes to pharmacovigilance, clinical research, then computer system validation, computer system assurance, and then pharmaceutical QA and QMS and pharmaceutical microbiology. We also train people on soft skills and how to clear the interview and personality building things also. But that is again a secondary aspect of our organization. Okay. And when it comes to pricing, you can just have a look, okay, of the pricing in the market, and you can just compare our pricing. You'll be finding it more reliable and more cheaper than them. Okay, I'll tell you the reason behind that later. Okay, so this is about our company. Okay, and when it comes to CSV, so I think I have shared the brochure with every one of you in the group, so you might have gone through that. Okay. So the course fee is not 18,000. We are offering the course at 15,000 from the beginning, from the day one. Okay. And the best part about the course fee is as I started my career from pharmaceuticals, so I know the pain. Okay. That how things happens in industry, like you'll be having some personal commitments, and then pharma is not paying that much great salary. Okay. So we came with a conclusion in the beginning itself that we'll be taking the payment in the part payment mode. Okay. So basically you are going to pay 5,000 rupees as the initial amount for the course, and then rest you can pay as per your convenience. But the only criteria with it is that before you end up with your course, you need to clear off the entire balance, whatever is remaining. Okay. So this is how exactly the things needs to be done. Okay. Then when it comes to classroom, so we have our own application. Okay. It's available on Google Play Store as well as iOS. Okay. So all the classes will happen in iOS and an Android phone. Okay. Or on Google Play Store, whatever the app we are carrying. Okay. So you need to do the registration. We'll share the link. We'll do your registration and everything related to that. And the course duration, it is going to be for 60 days. Okay. So when I'm saying 60 days, that is going to be 60 days of classes. It's not that 2 months you are going to consider you started today and 2 months will go get over after 2 months. Not like that, because we are not entertaining on Saturday and Sunday. So you'll be having 5 days in a week classes. So you need to calculate as per the classes. There will be a variation of classes for 4 to 5 days because it's not fixed. It depends upon the batch size also. It depends upon the batch understanding also. Okay. So that's the reason, this is the maximum. Okay. You might be, I mean, if I'll tell you the trend of previous batches. So some batches get over in 55, some in 58, some took 62 also. Okay. So it is going to be a long journey. That's for sure. And when it comes to study material, we'll be providing you the study material for the lifetime access. So we'll be giving you the drive access, and you'll be able to access the study materials. So it is not only going to include the PPT, but also a lot of case study is going to be there, and then related documents will be there. Then entire one particular Cat5 software, you're going to get entire validation deliverables. Okay. So a complete set of how validation will be carried out, starting from the scratch, from CIL, URS, design documents, then FRS, then risk assessment documents, then validation plan, then all the IQ, OQ, PQ related activities, then VSR, the release notes. Okay, so every single documents will be there in that particular module. Okay, so that will be given access to you so that you can access it, take the reference anywhere and you need. Okay, and as I said that the part payment facility is available, so you can pay 5,000 in the beginning, and rest you can pay as per your convenience. So in case if you wanted to pay 5,000, and then after that you can pay 2,000, 3,000, 1,000, like that, you can keep on paying as per your convenience. Okay. The payment mode, it should be completely online. We are not accepting any cash. So you have to transfer the amount directly to company account or to the director's account. Okay. So both is applicable. Either we'll be sharing the company account details or directly the bank account details of the director. Okay. So there you need to make the transfers. Okay. Then when it comes to course, so you are going to get daily assessment. So there will be 10 questions from each topic, and you'll be getting just like, your class, let's consider your class is getting over by 10 o'clock. Then by 10:15, you will be getting a mail, okay, with the link. You are going to open that one, and it's a self-evaluation exam. So once you're going to put all your answers, you're going to submit, you'll be able to see which one is right, which one is wrong, and you'll be getting only one attempt. Okay. Finally, you are going to have a final exam once the course will get over. So this final exam is very important. It is going to be just like a real-time exam. Okay. And your certificate will be provided at the end of the course only when you will be having 70% and above marks. So we have two sets of exam pattern. One is going to have 30 questions, the other one is going to have 50 questions. So we are going to harmonize it. We'll be making it probably 40 or 45 questions, and we will be giving you 1.5 hour of time, and it is going to be a real time exam. So you cannot cheat and you cannot go back once you have answered. So it's just like any competitive exam you attend, just like that, you'll be getting a link on your mail ID and you are going to write the exam. Okay. Then when it comes to topics, what all will be there? So we are not limited to this, first of all. So there are so many additional things which you are going to learn, which is not. Okay. Then yeah, next is going to be your topics in CSV. So first we are going to talk about industrial revolution. So we are going to learn how exactly the industrial revolution came into picture, and then you'll be learning. Okay, then you'll be learning about. I'm so sorry for this disturbance. Okay, so you are going to learn about in industrial revolution. You are going to learn about what exactly happened in industry 1.0, what exactly happened in industry 2.0, 3.0, and how exactly and what is happening in industry 4.0. In industry 4.0, where exactly the pharma 4.0 exists, and what exactly the transformation is happening, what exactly the transition is happening in context to industry and pharma, so that you will be getting an idea on industrial revolution. Okay. Then the second topic you are going to learn about medical devices. So we are going to have two different categories. Okay. So FDA devices is FDA has classified the medical devices into different categories, whereas you had defined it into different categories. So you are going to learn about what exactly is medical devices. Okay, how the categorization happen, on what basis we do the categorization, and you'll also be learning uh, about ISO 13485, which is going to be software as a medical devices. We call it as SAMD. Okay, software as medical devices. Then you'll be learning about PDCA cycle, which is going to be plan, do, check, and act cycle. It is basically a project management tool. So how exactly it is included in validation aspect, that we'll be learning for all the category 5 and category 4 software. So basically this particular cycle is used for improvement on any progress plan. Okay. So there you will be using this particular cycle. Okay. Then you'll be learning about a general concept of validation. Under the validation, you'll be learning what is validation, what is process validation, what are different types of process validations. Okay. And what is the difference between verification and validations. Okay. So in general, you are going to get that idea. And then after that, you are going to get an overview of CSV, that is computer system validation. Okay. And in CSV, you will be learning about the CSV lifecycle. What is CSV? For which all system CSV is needed? Why CSV is needed? What are the non-conformities in case if you will not be following any compliances related to GXP systems? So that and all you'll be learning. Then we'll see the roles of regulatory authorities, which is going to be from FDA and EU. So how these regulatory authorities controls the GXP systems. Okay, what are all their regulations, which is going to implies on this particular validations and CSV related activities. So that you'll be learning. Then you'll be getting a assessment over here. That is topic 7 is going to be a complete assessment. So you'll be getting a link along with the document, and you need to perform the assessment. So basically here in GXP guidelines, you'll be learning about what is GXP, okay, how exactly the GXP is classified, and then you'll be learning about data entry. Okay, you'll be learning about Alcoa, Alcoa Plus, Alcoa Plus Plus. Okay, and then parallelly you will be getting an assessment to identify any system whether it is falling under GXP criteria or non-GXP criteria. Okay, then for that you will be getting the GXP checklist also. Then comes the next topic, which is going to be infrastructure validation. So in infrastructure validation, you already know what and all falls. So you'll be having the backup, you'll be having the security, okay, you'll be having the databases, you'll be having servers. So all those things you are going to learn how exactly the infrastructures will be qualified. Okay, and this activity is again like infrastructure validation. You can learn a few things which is related to cloud-based infrastructures on AWS. So we'll be giving you an insight of how exactly a AWS is validated in context to any website. So we'll validate this one as well. So this is going to be a learning assessment. This is going to be a learning assessment. So point 7, point 9 is going to be an assessment kind of activity. Then software quality assurance, you'll be learning that what and all parameters are used to measure the quality of the softwares. Okay. So basically when I'm saying softwares or systems, I'm talking about mini GXP systems. Okay. So we are not dealing on GXP. Okay. Then you'll be getting a complete picture of exactly vendor management lifecycle. So here you will be getting how exactly a vendor will be selected, how the risk assessment will be carried out for the vendor, because this is very important topic when you are going to select any vendor for any projects related activity or any GXP related software. So you are going to get a vendor management lifecycle, and along with that, what all the components which fall under vendor management lifecycle. You are going to see the actual document, that how exactly the onboarding document looks, the performance scorecard looks, the risk assessment document looks. Okay, and then all different disengagement and uh, uh, renewal documents. So how exactly it will be, that you'll be getting to know over here in vendor management lifecycle. Okay, then you'll be getting DI checklist. So we'll be talking on DI, what exactly is DI, how to overcome from DI. Okay, what all points we need to take care when we are handling any DI related activities. So you'll be getting a checklist also. This is again an assessment. Then 21 CFR Part 11, Part 820, and EU and Exer 11, you are going to get insights in detail. Okay. Here you will be learning how to validate the electronic signature. So again, this is going to be an assessment. Okay. Then comes the GAMP guidelines. So you'll be learning about GAMP, what is GAMP, how GAMP was introduced. Okay. And what are different categories of GAMPs. Okay, how the software categories has been divided into GAM 5 categories. Okay, and parallelly you'll be getting both the GAM 5 books. Okay, so the first version and the second version you'll be getting the access. Okay, so we'll be learning about GAM guidelines. So how exactly the software will be validated, how the software will be developed. So all these concepts related to GAMP will be discussed over here. Then topic 15 is going to be your URS, PRS, and SRS, which is going to be user requirement specification, and then product requirement specification and software requirement specification. So here again, we'll be teaching you how exactly FRS or URS will be prepared. You are going to do the assessment for any GXP system. You are going to write 10 points, okay? Or maybe you are going to write few components with respect to menus, few components with respect to UCMS control, few components with respect to audit trail. So on different components, you are going to write the URS, okay? And then based upon this URS, you are going to do the risk management. So when I'm saying risk management, it is going to include two components, risk assessment and risk mitigation. So you are going to do the risk mitigation based upon what exactly the URS you are going to prepare. Okay. So you'll be learning about risk management, how to mitigate the risk. Okay. And we'll be getting FEMIA. I think you might be aware. FEMIA is called as failure mode effect analysis. So you'll be getting access to a live FEMIA sheet. Okay. In that FEMIA sheet, you are going to get the learning that how exactly a FEMIA will be carried out. So any failure, if it is happening, what is the mitigation plan, how the RPN will be calculated, how the new RPN will be calculated, what are the action plans we need to take. So this we have a live sheet, okay, where you are going to write some failure scenarios, and then you are going to find out the action plan, and then accordingly you are going to mitigate that particular risk, okay, or failure. Then comes to topic 18, which is going to be SDLC. So here you'll be learning about how exactly the software will be developed. So we'll be covering all the 8 modules, okay, of software development lifecycle. So each module will be discussed separately. So one module a day, okay. And then finally we'll be moving to SDLC, that includes your test plan, test suite, test cases, and test run. So the entire aspect, SDLC is software development lifecycle, SDLC is software testing lifecycle. This is what exactly you are going to do when it comes to validation part from IT aspects. Okay, so you'll be executing the OQs. Okay, so for that you need to write the test plan. Okay, you need to develop the test cases. Okay, so this one you'll be learning. This is going to be in very detail. It may go up to like 10 to 12 days, this particular topic. Okay, and then comes the defect management. So you'll be learning how exactly a defect management lifecycle works. Okay, and then for handling the defect, we'll be training you on Jira. Okay, so we'll be training from zero to advanced level. Okay, you'll be getting an access. Everyone will get an access on Jira. Okay, and then comes Azure DevOps. So this is a project management tool. Okay, so you are going to get a hands-on experience on this one also. You will be getting account created on this one as well. So we'll be teaching you everything with respect to Azure DevOps, that how a project will be carried out. Okay, and then we'll be having test management tool. So to handle all these things like test plan, test suite, test cases, we are going to train you on two different test management tools. I cannot disclose the name of the tool now, but you will be getting learning on two different tools. So one tool over here, two tool over here, total three tools, and then this is another one, so four tools. Okay, and then we'll be teaching you a Scrum Master. So when it comes to Scrum Master works on agile principles. So something from SDLC, that is going to be the agile model. It is going to work on a Scrum Master, so we'll be getting a learning on this one as well. Okay, and you are going to get the certifications, free of cost certification for Scrum Master, a certified Scrum Master certification you'll be getting. Okay, so that also will help you to get how exactly you can get it free of cost. Okay, and then comes validation deliverables. So this is very important thing. So when it comes to validation deliverables, this is the documentation part of entire validation. So what exactly you talk about, like GXP assessment, then your URS or FRS, and then finally it comes to CIA design documents, then code reviews of the code reviews of the software, then comes to your validation plan, then IQ, OQ, PQ, okay, your RTM, then validation summary report, then software release note. Okay, so all those entire package you'll be getting to learn over here, and you'll be preparing the validation plan, RTM, and then you'll be writing OQ test cases. You are going to execute the OQ test cases. Okay, then we'll be talking about maintenance and decommissioning of the softwares. So this is again two different topic, which is going to take one hour. Okay, and then you'll be learning about periodic review of software. So how exactly we need to carry out the periodic review, what all parameters we need to check. Okay, and we'll be covering a brief session on CSA. Okay, as I said you that CSA is going to be a separate course for us. Okay, which is going to be for 1 week. So as I said, right. So here we'll be just giving you an outline of how exactly what is the difference, what is CSA, what is the difference between CSV to CSA, how the transition is happening from CSV to CSA, what all points you need to take care. So only the outline you will be getting over here. Okay, then data migration you are going to get it in detail. Okay, so how exactly the data migration will happen, that you'll be learning. Okay, and then from QMS point of view, you are going to learn three different components. So one is going to be the change management process. You're going to get deviation and non-conformances, and then kappa. So these three components you are going to see it in detail. Again, how exactly the change management can be incorporated or can be developed into any QMS related software, that I'll teach you. Okay, and we have the entire set of documentation for this, so you can just take it as a reference also in case if you need that how exactly it can be implemented. So that will help you out. Okay, and then we'll get you certified on four different standards. So ISO 9001, 27001, 14001, and 13485. So 9001 talks about QMS. Okay, 27001 talks about information security, 14001 talks about environmental management, and 13485 talks about software as a medical devices. So in these four different ISO standards, you are going to get certifications. Okay, and end of the course, we'll be getting CV and writing session with respect to CSV profile. So this is going to be 1 hour session. Okay, and we'll be providing the job updates. Okay, with respect to CSV once the course will get over. Okay, what not there in this particular document that I'll explain. So over here, when it comes to infrastructure validation, we teach you everything on AWS. So we have AWS access. On AWS, we'll be giving you all the trainings that how exactly the database, security, pricing per cost, okay, and then security part will be handled. Okay, so our entire set of activity will be handled. So it's going to be a virtual machine. Okay, on that you will be learning this. Then yeah, and once the course will get over, you will be getting a handbook, okay, which is going to have probably 80 questions from all the IT companies who has ever asked the questions with respect to CSV. So every question is incorporated into that. And I'm just drafting the answers. Probably it will take another 1 week. And once it will be done, then it will be circulated to all the people. Okay. So I don't want it to, like, we are very different in the market. So I don't want it to give you any false hopes. Okay. I mean, people have the mentality to do that, but here we are not doing that. And so I can show you that, like, all the possible practical questions, which has been not like that it will be asked. It has been asked by different organizations. So we have clubbed everything, and I'm working on this questionnaire, so I can show you the questionnaire right away. And also, along with that, once your course will get over, you are applying for some jobs, and let's assume that tomorrow you get a call. Okay, so tomorrow, if you're getting a call from any organizations, okay, for let's assume that any interview is there. So in that scenario, you can connect with us today, okay, and then we'll be having a 1 hour session with you where we'll guide you that what exactly you need to prepare, how exactly you need to prepare, okay, and based upon that you will be able to it will be easy for you to clear the interview, or like to face the interview, because you'll be having an input that what exactly you need to put and what exactly you are not supposed to put in that interview. Okay, so yeah, so this is from my side. You can see here, so I have already started working on the questionnaire. So this is all possible questions. Okay, and probably you can see here that these all are questions. So I have started working now. Still, this much is left out. So these all are the possible questions, okay, which we'll be getting, okay, as a question bank, and I'll be able to wrap up in 5 to 6 days more. Okay, one more thing to include over here. So you are going to do a validation. Okay, so we have live software. Okay, so one software is going to be your SAMD, that is software as a medical device. So it's going to be uh, validated from your side. So you are going to write the protocol, you are going to write the execution, you are going to perform the execution. In case if any defect is coming, you are going to fill it as live defect. Okay, over there in Jira, and the other one is going to be the well genesis related software. So we do not have well genesis, but we have a similar software which is going to work exactly like well genesis. So on that you are going to do the validation. So two different softwares you are going to do the validation, and the course is going to be completely technical. Okay, so you will be needing a laptop also. So that thing will be notifying you when you need. So probably 1 week before we'll give you an idea that okay, for these days you would be needing the laptop, and accordingly you need to plan yourself. Okay, so that's all from my side. Now, if you have any queries, you can just write down in chat. Okay, I don't want it to have conversation. The reason is like there will be a lot of echo issues, and maybe like your voice, my voice will collide. So it's better if you have any queries, you can just write it down over here in chat, and I'll be able to take it up. And in case if you do not have any questions, okay, then we can wrap up the session also. Anyone, any questions? How many people you have an expertise? So we have total of 4 CSV trainer, and except me, all are having 14 plus years experience in industry, and they're working with top leading companies. So I carry 9 years. Okay, rest others carry more than 14 years. It is online lecture or module that uploaded in your app. No, it is going to be a completely live session, and all the sessions will get recorded automatically, and those sessions you will be able to access for 1 year. So that feasibility is there. It's a cloud-based SaaS platform. It's a LMS, a learning management system, which is designed and developed by our company itself. Total so far, how many peoples we have trained? So we have trained more than almost, I can say 80 people so far, because as I said that, we started this company as a registered one in April. Okay. What will be the time for the lectures? Okay, that's a very strange question, but timing is going to be between 8 to 10 p.m. So once the batch will get formed, then only we'll be able to do the voting, and we'll be able to take. So either it is going to be 8 to 9 or maybe 9 to 10. Okay. So course will actually start from second. The reason behind starting the course from second is we are going to get a lot of holidays, and even I'll be on leave because there is a holiday in US, UK, and other European countries as well. Okay, so it's just for any IT companies, people, or any IT consultants, this is the best time we enjoy and we get some relaxation. So that's the reason we'll be starting the batches from 2nd of January. Okay, how many people got a job after completion? So many, not one. And you can connect with them. So it's we are very much transparent that this particular scenario, that you can just go to our Google My Business account, okay, and you can reach out to anyone. Okay, in that scenario, you can just go talk to them that what exactly we have taught, where they are working right now. Okay, I don't wanted to disclose. The reason over here is if I'll in some scenarios, there are people that who do not like, okay, that be shared or their information should be shared. And we have good news that two people from the previous batch, they have got job in Accenture. Okay, you can just find out, Srinu. I share the link. Okay, so you can just find it out over there in Google. You just put Pharma Connections Bangalore, it will come. Okay. So yeah, so I was just coming to someone's question, I think Mahesh's question. So the reason is few people are doing the notice period, and more than me, you know it better that how exactly things are there in pharma. So people wanted to disclose the company name until and unless they have not got the new one. So for that reason, we maintain their privacy and our privacy as well. Okay, but we are very transparent in what exactly we do. Any other question? Okay. If I may miss any day, what is the other option? So if you miss the class, then you'll get the recording. So you can just go through the recordings, Reno, and then after that you can reach out to me, okay, or my any of the trainer group that you have this kind of problem, and we'll talk on call, and then we'll sort it out. So the reason behind, to be very honest, I can see that, or I can feel that what may be going on your mind that when I'm not disclosing the name. So to be very honest, we can do the same thing what exactly others are doing, without taking their consent, putting on our website, this person has done the course from me and he has got the job. So we don't want it to take liberty. Nobody can get the job, or nobody else can help you to get the job. It's going to be you. So it's just that I'm giving, but clearing the interview is going to be completely your call. Okay. So in that scenario, it's you who is going to clear the interview. I cannot grade it. But I can tell you honestly, there are some companies or there are some institutes who are training. If you go to their website, it is all they have got entire people into CSV. So it feels like that. We don't do that. We are very honest in that part. And that to our pricing. So as I said, that our pricing is very competitive in the market. The reason behind that is if you evaluate this course, it is not of 30,000, 35,000, 25,000. So what exactly the charging, what exactly a company like Gratisol is charging, and there are so many in the market. So they are charging everything in one go. Once you are going to pay to them, then everything is done. So you need to pay the entire amount in one go, and then after that scenarios get changed. So whatever they are saying, you need to listen to them. So at least we are giving that liberty that we are honest with you, because I started my career with pharma then, so I know the pain. what exactly you are going through, what exactly your work culture defines right now. So I'm aware about that. I'm working in PV domain currently. If I want to ask if there is any scope in PV domain, is it advisable to pursue this certification? So PV is going to have a very big picture. Okay, I don't know how do you evaluate yourself or how much experience do you, but PV is a very vast domain, and it is like evolving like anything. So there are so many companies which you might not even heard of. So one among them is Vitrana. Then Nextrov is there. Okay, so these kind of companies, they are now ruling. There is one more, Cleanevo. Okay, so these companies, they are having more than 100 clients. You might have heard about Oracle also, also, Aris Global. Okay, so these companies are developing PV related products and they are earning in crores. Okay, so in 100 crores, I can say. So these all company have their own tool, own PV applications. Okay, the interface definitely I can say, because they all are using their Oracle or Aries safety databases. So yes, it is going to be, in case if you wanted to come out from the end user point of view, okay, from PV, and you wanted to learn the validation of how exactly the tools will be validated, okay, then definitely it is going to be there, and you can move into SMEs for them. You can also be a part of business analyst, because as an end user, you are the one who knows the entire workflow of the PV. Like let's consider about case processing, ICSR, and then there will be signal management. So all these workflows, you are very much aware about it, right? So in case if some companies is developing these modules, then you can be the business analyst for them. You are the one who is going to be developing the requirement for that, that how exactly the process will be carried out, or the process will be implemented in form of design and development. Okay. Any other questions from anyone? Please let me know if you have any queries or any questions. Okay, anybody else is having any queries? Sujay, Kiran, Kevin. Okay, so I think you do not have any queries, so I'll be happy to log off now. So thank you for joining. Bye, good night.